Permission to be Powerful is a reader-supported publication. To receive new posts and support my work, consider becoming a free or paid subscriber. Dear Permission to be Powerful reader, I'm one of those people I keep talking about. Crazy. Or at least, I used to be. You had to be crazy to stay in toxic relationships for as long as me. Let me clue you in on something. Some people are emotionally dependent on others. A hyper-realistic digital painting of a sinister vampire with piercing red eyes and sharp fangs, draining energy from an exhausted person. The vampire has an eerie, shadowy presence, with a menacing aura, dressed in a dark, gothic cloak. The victim appears physically and emotionally drained, with hollowed eyes and a slumped posture, sitting in a dimly lit room. Dramatic lighting highlights the vampire's supernatural features, making the scene haunting and unsettling. They need to be rescued. They expect it, demand it, and they've been this way for a long time. The whole time. And guess what? They expect you to save them. They're really good at finding new problems for others to solve. And they waste no time pulling you into action. Always some great injustice that only you can fix. And before you know it, you're wrapped up in their problems, which seem to materialize like clockwork, one after another, after another. It's almost like they're manufacturing crises on a schedule. I haven't been in a situation like that in a long time. But when it was my reality, I got healed enough to see the exploitation, honestly. Didn't stop it from draining the life out of me, though. And I decided, people who drain me must go. I'm already exhausted as it is. That's why the Zen Center has been a godsend for me. It's a healing space. A place that soothes old wounds most people have long forgotten. When my suffering was intense, I thirsted for spiritual freedom, to be unburdened. And somehow I manifested actually becoming a Zen monk. That's me, living my dream. But I digress. Let's talk about that troublemaker in your life. I noticed something eye-opening. Some people try to enlist you to solve their problems, and when they do, they're gifting you a new crisis. But if I stop and really assess the situation, I ask myself, where in all this chaos do I benefit? Do I get anything from taking this new problem on? If the answer is no, then I have zero business getting involved. It's so weird. Problems are personal, and just because millions of people are more than happy to let you fix their lives for them, that doesn't make it any less insane. Like, imagine if I randomly started sending you my favorite porn videos out of nowhere. This is as crazy as that. Because accountable people? They keep their problems to themselves. They don't drag everyone into drama. I made this mistake too many times, too severely, to ever make it again. I had to work so hard to break the cycle of codependency. I kept attracting people who just took and took and took until I was exhausted and depressed. Why was I so comfortable in that space? Because I had been living that way my whole life. It was normal to me. But why? Yes. The answer to that question is one some people would rather you never ask. Because it might force you to take a hard look at the people around you. You might see you're investing in the wrong people. People who don't deserve you. And then what? Cut them out of your life? Talk about upsetting the apple cart. Ignoring your better judgment? That's a recipe for disaster. For me, it meant facing the truth. I grew up in an abusive home. It's not something my family will ever admit. But that doesn't make it any less real. And it doesn't erase the fact that I've had to live with the effects of growing up like that. Deep down, I knew something was wrong. I didn't want to become them. So I took the road less traveled. Almost a decade of therapy. Thousands of books. Becoming a Buddhist. Confronting demons. And in the end, I burned my whole life to the ground. And started over. It was painful. But it was worth it. Because after a lifetime of abandoning myself, the joy of finally feeling self-love, that feeling, I was hooked. And it was worth any price. You've been powerful this whole time. You just forgot. There's a reason this page found you. It's not random. It's not chance. It's the invitation you've been waiting for. Not from me. From the part of you that's done playing small. The part of you that's exhausted from watching people with less talent, less soul, and less integrity win. The part that knows you were built for more. And maybe you've been surviving. But I promise, you haven't started living. That's what VIP is for. Try VIP free for 30 days. No pressure. Cancel anytime. But if you say yes, you'll unlock the real work. The stuff that never goes public. The ADHD X Factor. Turn your chaos into clarity and gold. The AI Prompt Bible. Train ChatGPT like a $5,000 a month consultant. The Monster Method. The 8-line email formula that built Tony Robbins' engine. The Trigger Method workbook. The emotional rewire system no therapist ever taught you. Hell in Paradise. My rawest, truest story. Memoir meets war cry. This isn't content. It's a weapon. And the 30-day trial is your permission slip. Your first win? Just saying yes. Because if you don't believe in yourself yet, fine. Borrow my belief in you until you do. Let's rebuild your power. One word at a time. Start your 30-day VIP trial. Now until next time, Anton Dancer, writer, Buddhist. Permission to be Powerful is a reader-supported publication. To receive new posts and support my work, consider becoming a free or paid subscriber.